Jessica Tobar.
Hi, Indrani.
Hey! So nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You look so lovely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I ask everyone the same thing to start this conversation, and then we'll see where we go. But I like to know this because everybody, you know, it has got their own thing. You know, I just want to see why it happened for you. So, why acting? Why did you choose it?
I don't think I've ever told you this, but
no, I don't think
I haven't
you
told a lot
have.
of people this either. So when I was little, when my parents would be like, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" I'm like, "I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be a singer." And then you grow up and life, and so my parents have, they're first generation, and so they're like, go to school, get your education, do this, do that.
Yeah.
So I did. I was really, really good at school, but I always liked the arts. So like in middle school, elementary school, I did like a lot of musicals in theater.
Kidding. I didn't know that.
So I had that background. So then I went to high school and I did choir for 4 years, and I was in musicals. So I've always had it.
So you can sing.
I mean, I'm probably rusty, but yes.
I need to hear you sing in class.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that was, high school, and then I went to just stopped because of college and stuff.
Okay.
And I was in the Bay Area, and so the hospital I was working at opened a hospital here, and then I was like, oh, why am I not looking into this? Because this is what I like. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Before that, I worked at Disneyland, and I wanted to be one of the characters. So I
What did you do at Disneyland?
I was one of the cashier people, out of the rides. I was dressed in the space suit at the kiosk.
Oh my God.
So I liked it.
But you were a cast member.
I was a cast member, and so that just opened up my eyes to oh my God, this is so fun.
Oh man.
And so I
did you ever apply to be one of those?
I did. I ended up quitting right before the auditions, but I was actually going to audition to be one of the characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a student that does that right now.
Yeah, there is. There is. Yeah. And so, and then I started taking the class, and I just love acting. I love it so much. I just love the fact that I can just be someone else. And also, not even be someone else, but it's all an extended part of me in a weird, messed up way. I always put myself in the situation, just how would my life have turned if this would have happened to me, and how would I have ended? I don't know. I don't even know if this makes sense, but yeah, it's
Keep
just.
going.
I love having an extended. It's like a super alter ego. That I create each time, because each character is still me, but a different weird version of me, especially those crazy ones.
Oh man, and you do some crazy characters.
Yeah. And so that's why, when I talk to my parents, they're like, do they really believe this is happening to you? And I'm like, yeah, they do. And they're like, well, that's not how you grew up. And I was like, I know, but that's the point of acting. And so just not just being out of that black and white and following the rules, and you have to go to school and do this and that. It's just there's no pathway. And so I think that's what I like so much about it. It's something completely out of the norm and just different. It's not like I'm reading emails and I'm sitting there talking to people every day. It's I'm actually out there playing. I'm playing.
Which is your day job. We won't say who, but you do a job that's very, corporate, I would say.
Yes.
And business, and you see me, I'm like, it's a very grown-up job that you do to pay your bills.
Yeah.
So when you come and work out in class, it's play.
It's I'm free. No judgment, no filter, no nothing. It's just feeling in the moment.
Love that. Yeah, because you have this ability, to really believe the given circumstances. Your imagination is bulletproof. It's really strong.
Yeah, I think that's what I love about it, because I have all this dark side, the Halloween stuff, and I think all that ties into it, because
you and I are the same.
Yeah, I just I love it. Yeah. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, I love that feeling of just even if it's a quick little costume change, even if it's nothing extreme, it's wearing something just that I just don't normally wear. And just embracing that character.
You've done some horror things.
Yeah, I did.
How was it? Is it just like your favorite medium because it's so, doing genre rather, because it's so different than who you are and it's just so fantasy that it's a blast?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering where it comes from.
I just like the darkness of it all, the fact that it's like, it's so, I love paranormal stuff. I'm like really, really, really into that.
Yeah.
And so just bringing that and making a reality, I mean, I do believe in it, but just bringing it into that character, making it reality, like it's just awesome.
Nice.
Or just, like vampires. People are like, oh yeah, right, like a vampire or whatever. But playing the vampire was awesome. It's fun. I love it. And it's just, I'm just drawn to it. Everything about it I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because it's so extreme.
It's so extreme, yeah.
Yeah, because all the characters are obviously not you, and they're still like imaginary circumstances, and you have to believe it. But that stuff is so out there that it's almost a permission to get wild.
It's like the adrenaline, like that inner feeling you have, even when you're not even doing, like you're watching the movie and you just feel nervous for the character. Like that feeling is what I love. And like if you could give
get
that
off
feeling,
of that high, that dopamine hit.
Yes.
I love it. What is your? Do you have a favorite character that you've ever done, and why? Maybe it's the horror. Maybe it's what you just talked about. Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I love all of the characters. Like I have to love them, and I really do love them.
Yeah.
But I think probably that the last horror that I did, the vampire.
Yeah.
Because I was basically converting everybody into my cult and just killing people left and right, and just being the bad villain. I love being the villain.
It's so funny because you're so
not
good in your you're so good in your everyday life, and you're so sweet, and so it's like,
yeah,
wow, look at Jessica.
Yeah.
It is like your hidden side of yourself, the dark side, which is so fun.
Yeah.
Do you have and I mean everybody goes through it, so if and when you have a hard time, I like asking actors this, with a character, with a script, with something in the work that you feel a block, because it's going to happen. If you're doing it right, it should happen. You don't want it all to be easy, then where's the fun in that? But when you come across that, how do you work through it? How do you deal with it? What is your personal through line? I don't know, something that aids you.
I think that that was really hard. Because I care about it so much that it's like I have to get it right.
Yeah.
But it's
it
not.
Matters.
There's no right or wrong. And that's what like I had. It took me a while to like understand that it's really like, what is the reality of the character in the script, and how can I bring that to life? And maybe it means going back and doing more character work, or maybe it means going back and or maybe it means just me as a person just going out and play, and just bringing my character out. That's something you actually taught me, and I do that. I'll take my character out to public and I'll like practice, and so that way I kind of feel it in there, and then bring it all back together and try again.
That's great.
But
whenever you get a character that's like really out there, I always tell them like, take it out somewhere where you don't normally hang out.
Yeah.
Different part of town.
Yeah, and I've had to do that. And it was scary, but it was so much fun, and it really helped me. And so I started doing that more.
Okay, what's the weirdest one, and what was the reaction? And you were like, oh, okay, I guess I got this character now.
I mean, they haven't been extreme. I mean, one of them was just being like mean. But I think the craziest one, at least for me, because it's just not me, is going out to flirt.
Oh, the flirting one.
That was,
yes.
I never. And then me initiating that's just no, I can't. And so I went with one of my colleagues from class, and so that actually helped a lot because we both needed to work on that. But it was just, we were so nervous, and we were just oh my God. But luckily we're girls, so I think it would be different if we were guys.
Because yeah.
But yeah, it was,
Stigma.
that was scary, but it was fun. And I'm glad I did it because it really did put me in a situation that I would never ever do, like as Jessica.
What'd you do? How'd you get a hair now.
Oh my God. The first one was a total fail. So we're sitting at the bar, and mind you, this is like before it's like there's people, so there's like pretty dead. And a guy comes up and I'm like, hello. And he's just looking, I'm like, hello? And then I look at the person I'm with, and she's like, and I'm like, hello? I'm like, oh my God. I was like, he either is ignoring me or he really doesn't.
He's a hearing problem.
Or and I was like, oh my God, abort. And so we stopped, and so she went and she did her thing. And as the night went on, and then we had liquid encouragement, of course, which that actually helped.
That helps a lot.
I felt a lot more confident going up to somebody and just saying, hi. Usually it's like if you see somebody looking or something, I'm like, hey. So, but that first situation, I will never get over that. It was so embarrassing.
It's just like, I feel stupid.
I was like, this sucks. But it's good, but because I forced myself to do it. And
when you got someone who reacted favorably, what happened?
So it turned into a conversation, and the goal was to get some sort of contact information.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, can I get your Instagram? Or actually, some of it came from some of them. So actually that was the first fail, and then everything else actually kind of worked out. So, I just got comfortable, I guess. And I had my support, which also helped. So.
Oh my God. Having a wing person?
Yeah.
It's like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It gives you that little liquid courage, and then that person going, yeah, go.
Yeah.
That helps.
I do not do any of that stuff.
Right. And hey, you never know.
Yeah.
If and when you have moments of being single, it's like, you know what?
I know how to play the game.
And I have their Instagram, so maybe I'll reach out. So fun.
I blocked them all.
Oh no! Do you regret blocking them all?
No.
Okay, none of them were
it was all
like,
practice. Yeah.
Nobody was possibility.
No.
So cute. Oh my God. I wish I'd seen that. I would pay for the footage.
You would have laughed so hard.
Like, oh my God, she's good. I'd be like, go up to him.
There were a few times where like, okay, let's go. And like, no, not this one. Maybe next one.
It's like an energy, a vibe. Some people might be intimidating.
Yeah.
It's weird. You just have to feel it.
Yeah.
Is that the cutest thing ever? Who is your either dream director, filmmaker, or actor that you'd like to work with? Who is like, ooh.
I would probably say Quentin Tarantino. He's
nice. He's got one more movie.
I know. So that would be like my life. Like I would die. Like I would be die. I would die and be happy.
I don't want that.
But yeah, that would be like my dream. And then actors, probably Denzel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's still working.
Yeah, he's so good at every single thing, and he has such a good range that it's just very admiring. Yeah.
He gets you like, wow.
Yeah.
There's inspiration there, and you admire him. You're so wonderful. What is your? Because I know the strengths that you have, And I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you anyways.
I think I know where you're going, but...
What do you think I'm going to ask?
What's my weakness?
Yes! What gives you a hard time? It's a weakness until you get used to it, and then it stops being a weakness. But what's the thing where you're like, oh, no!
Accents.
That's the Achilles heel.
That's I could do anything and everything and feel... Like, I'll be nervous, but I'll be okay. But it's the accents.
Yeah.
Whether it's in English, whether it's in, anything, accent. Yeah.
So cute. You feel yourself just seize up.
Growing up, my parents were very like, we want you to speak a certain way, articulate a certain way, so that way you're not judged. And it doesn't kind of work against you.
Right.
So my entire life, it's been like pronunciate, and like even with like singing, like it's the way you say certain words, and so I'm kind of going backwards when I do the accent, because it's what I was taught not to do.
You feel like,
especially when I do like a Hispanic accent.
You're like, I'm regressing.
Yeah.
This is not good. My parents taught me to make sure I'm very, I articulate and
But,
lest you be judged.
But no, I want to get out of that because that's what's going to help me. And
well,
so that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
You may not do very many of those characters, but you might have to do one or so, even if it's just one, to be able to say, oh, reach in your toolkit and go, I know how to do her.
Yeah.
I know how to do her. No problem. I can do that. Doesn't mean you're going to live there, but just to be able to do it is a skill.
Yeah.
Because if you were taught, don't do that, don't, that's running through your head and it starts to affect your body.
Yeah. And that's exactly what's happening. So that's my next challenge because I'm going to get past that.
Yes. And then you become the master of it.
Yes.
It's like, all right. All right. And your parents will go to the premiere. It's like, yeah, but she's getting paid.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I think one last question.
Okay.
What advice, I've asked a couple people this, what advice would you give someone who is still thinking, I want to try acting, but they're too afraid?
Oh.
Either people have told them don't do it, family, friends, or they've been made to feel stupid in some way for even thinking of it. Because you've had to deal with stuff,
yeah. I've cut some friends out of my life because of that, to be honest.
Right.
Because if you're my friend, you would believe in me, and so.
Right. And it can be toxic.
Yeah. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And just go for it, and kind of take that leap of faith, because with acting, a lot of people are like, oh, you just want to be famous. It's not about being famous. It's about working your way, and it's just the love that I like, just doing it. Even if it's whatever it is, I just love it. And so I don't know where I would be in life if I never went to that first technique class and started taking the classes that got me here to you, Yeah. I really don't know what I would be doing with my life. I would feel so lost just even thinking about it.
Yeah, you'd probably be plodding along and you'd be making a living and doing your thing, but
I'd be miserable.
There'd be something missing that you would know. It's like,
yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Just take that leap, and the community will come, and the world will come, and I think I've talked to you about this. You're shaving your old life away, and maybe you get rid of that negativity, and you come into this new world where I've met so many people here, or just within the acting world that I've made really, really good friends that I can see myself being friends with for the rest of my life.
Lifelong friends.
So there's a lot more to it than just the acting and booking the role. It's the life and the. Yeah,
it's the family, the community.
Yeah.
Jessica, thank you so much for giving us your time.
Yes.
That was wonderful. Thank